So many of us here in the studio are singing along already. It is an amazing song. I love it as well. Shout out to Young John. All right, guys, going straight into the first story for today. It's no other than Afrima Awards, which is the All Africa Music Awards. It's being hosted in Senegal. I mean, what a surprise. But I'm going to go straight into now. Of course, yesterday, it was just a surprise. We thought Wizkid was not going to drop the album, but then he did. More love, less ego. With that, we had so many reactions from Nigerians on Twitter, on Instagram, and of course, it's currently streamed on Apple Music, Spotify, all platforms. More love, less ego. Let's take a look at some reactions from Nigerians on social media, what they had to say about this album. Now, of course, it just dropped, and he did postpone the album release from November 4th to November 11th. Nigerians were really surprised and taken aback with the new sound that Wizkid has come about with. Look at a reaction here on Twitter, another reaction here from a user. They're really surprised with this. And for me, I would say that I haven't listened to the album yet, but I mean, I'm taken aback too that Wizkid now has another sound to be identified with. As you can see, he says, I know, this is from Big Zam, he says, I know my GOAT, he's too confidential. More love, less ego. There's another reaction, let's take a look at it right quickly. This should be from Sonia Chimney, another reaction on Twitter. She basically says, Wizkid is really amazing. He did something different. I love how he experimented with different beats. The album is good and I love him. Nice one, Big Wiz. The last reaction here we have is from so many others, of course. You go and check out the album right now on all the playing platforms. You can go ahead and check it out, and it's really amazing. All right, going on to our straight to our story, Afrima Awards, which is the 8th edition. The All Africa Music Awards is being scheduled to be held next year, January 12th to 15th of 2023. Now, this is a big surprise because why Senegal? You wonder why the organizers chose Senegal, but for me, I really believe that is because of the fact that the Union Commission and the Republic of Senegal is obviously very, very much committed to the All African Music Awards. The Senegalese government accepted to host the award ceremony at a joint world media conference held at Royal Palace in Dakar, Senegal, which happened on Friday. The award ceremony will now be held from 12th to 15th, which is a new thing for the Afrima Music Awards. It's usually just happens in a day, but this time we're going to have 3 days. I'm sure they're going to be using out time to give out tourists, sightseeing, and so much more. The communications manager who confirmed the development in a statement said that Senegal will be the first Francophone country to host the prestigious award, adding that the deadline for voting of the nominees had been shifted to 11 p.m. on January 13th, 2023. I'm very excited to see which of our Africans in Nigeria here will take away the awards. You know, we have so many Afro-pop singers right now, Afrobeats as well. Many musicians coming out right now with new sound and amazing work. I'm looking forward to see who will be nominated and who will win especially. Now I'm going on to our next story for today. I mean, it's quite surprising what's been happening on social media. As you do know, the Wakanda Forever African premiere took place during the week. Now, many Nigerians were quite surprised with what our stars had to wear to the red carpet. As you can see, the casting crew arrived in Lagos, happy and ready. And many Nigerians were surprised with what they wore, you know, on set of the red carpet. I'm going to walk you through some outfits that were showcased during the red carpets. Now, of course, a lot of our, well, I say Big Brother Naija ex-housemates were really, really interested in, you know, taking home the win. I'm not sure if there was a best dressed category or something, but I have a few slides to show you here. Let's take a look at it as we start with the first one, of course, which is Hermes. And as you can see, Shegs, Mr. Ikoyi. You can see that he looks really great, but there's a big reaction towards Hermes because of what he wore. As you can tell down at the bottom, if you look at the print on his name, or the name he actually wrote Chadwick I think he wrote Chadwick Bis or something. He spelled it wrongly instead of Chad Boseman. The name is Boswick that was on his outfit, but it's actually Boseman, the late actor. I mean, it was a tribute to the late actor, but how come the name was wrong? Many Nigerians were surprised as to why this was not taken, you know, into consideration. I mean, who styled Hermes and why weren't they noticed about what they did? I mean, he looks great, but as you can see, the point of the story or the tribute did not settle well correctly. It was an incorrect name that was spelled and showcased. Another style here we have, of course, is Prince, ex-BB Naija housemate. He did a very amazing job. I mean, look at this look. Very, very realistic. You can tell that Prince was not coming to joke around this time. I mean, he never actually does really bad on red carpet. He always brings his A game. This was no other. Another look here we have. Another ex-BB Nigeria housemate is Liquor Rose, who of course took out time to look like a lioness herself, you know, representing the African culture and a print of a lion on her chest. Very, very, very brave of her. I love this particular style. Another look we have here, another housemate, because I think the housemates really took over the red carpet during this African premiere. This is Nengi, of course, and this was one of my favorites. It is extremely beautiful, and it looks like, of course, a traditional queen. I love it so much. Another look here we have, this might be the last one, or we have two more to look at. We have Allison, who recently just left the house from Big Brother Nigeria, which is season 7 housemate. She did an amazing job. She imitated an exact cast member. For me, I can say she looked like one of them particularly. In the middle, you have Elozam, who is also an actor, but he's really, 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 really looking out disguised. Beside her, you have Aduni Ade, I believe. She looks so beautiful. So I believe our Nigerians had a great time on the red carpet. But some Nigerians had a lot to say concerning what they wore. Maybe they outdressed the actual cast members for the movie. I have a picture here to show you of what the casting crew wore to the red carpet premiere. You can't really compare it to what was worn by the others. I mean, just take a look at the simplicity of this look and how they just took it out to be a bit more calm and more appropriate. I mean, just take a look at these gowns and suits. It's a surprise for us. Maybe they're tired of dressing up as a character, so we can give them some slack. We have some reactions here from Nigerians who are wondering why they took out so much time to dress more than the actors of the actual movie. We have a reaction here from, we can take the next tweet here. We have a reaction here from some of our Nigerians, and I can start with one. She says, Toby Loba says, my own be say, why are celebs come overdressed past people where they even do the film? We have one from I Am AK Show. He says, these people clearly don't know the difference between edgy red carpet look and Halloween costume. Another reaction here we have from Stephanie Neobi. She says, that's Tiana Pet's name for him, so why the fuse? Secondly, Herms is not only a muse or a model. He cannot and should not be held liable for the designer's handwriting. I agree with that. It is very, very, very sincere. The last one here is from Bobby Man Chris. He says, so not one person amongst them knew the actual name before he put that embarrassment on? Good question. I mean, the Nigerians were really surprised at what they had to say concerning the red carpet look. But I give a shout out to our Nigerians. They're doing amazing. Those outfits cost a lot. All right, going on to the next story for today, of course. We're still focusing on entertainment, but now we're going to go straight into an American rapper, as we know him as 50 Cent. It might come to you as a surprise that 50 Cent now wants to create a series that will actually take the whole look of Hush Puppy's life. Now, this is a surprise because, as you know, Hush Puppy was just sentenced to 11 years and 3 months after he was found guilty of laundering money and proceeds of school financing scam. And of course, 50 Cent, which is known as Curtis James Jackson III, is ready to release a series based on notorious internet fraudster Hush Puppy, also known as Raymond Abbas. But why? That's a good question. Look at his Instagram post here. He posted it and he was just basically saying that this is for my scammers. I gotta do this one. Hush Puppy series coming soon. GLG, Green Light Gang, I don't miss. Wow, this was a surprise for many Nigerians because we didn't expect this, but we know how good 50 Cent can be with a movie, with a show. So we have some Nigerians who came to comment, such as Reno Omokri, who has expressed his discontent about the concerning series. He basically says that the American rapper or producer 50 Cent should not produce this film, and it may also be producing and tagging Nigerians in a further damage. I believe so, you know, tarnishing the image of Nigerians. But, you know, some ladies also had a few things to say concerning this, and our Nigerian actresses, such as Ini Edo and Uche Jumbo, they actually commented on this post and said, please, 50, get Nigerians to play in this movie, please. That was from Ini Edo. Then we have from Uche Jumbo. She basically said, please, Nigerian actors are your best bet, 50. Interesting. All right. I mean, I'm kind of confused as to why Reno thinks this is bad and actresses are ready to jump onto this film. We can't wait to see what will really happen and what decision 50 Cent will take on this series. Going on to our next story now, which will be our last story, is still concerning on Twitter. As you all know, Elon Musk is the owner of Twitter. That millionaire or billionaire plays no jokes. He said it and he did it. He bought Twitter, as if you're not aware, over $44 billion. It is now his. And he also has been known, or he's been going around that he has actually sacked or fired some of his workers without a possible, proper time frame, without even a proper meeting. He just sent emails, and many people were complaining. But Elon Musk is not done, because now he says that all remote workers on Twitter will have to return back to the office. The world's richest man has already announced that half of his Twitter staff was already going to be let go. But a week later, he actually also mentioned now that all remote working will come to an end. He mentioned that difficult times lie ahead. How can a CEO say that? He said difficult times lie ahead. I'm sure we're all worried right now. And then also, he has actually attached a fee for verified accounts now, paying $8 a month if you would like to have a tick by your name. Whew, talk about money making moves. I really believe that this man is out for his profit, and he's wasting no time in showing us that it's not a joke. He's ready for business, and I also agree with that as a business sense. But Elon Musk has been on the record as having a dim view of remote work. Writing this on the site, he now earlier said that all COVID stay-at-home staff must be tricked and be thinking that you don't need to work hard. There's a rude awakening inbound, he said. Wow, Elon Musk, I'm kind of scared. Thank God I don't work at Twitter, I work here. All right, that's all I have for you on social media trends today. My name is Aishat.B. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to follow at The Weekend Show NG and follow me at Aishat.B. I'll see you next week.